Team Rocket just broke up, and everyone is shocked. Let's get into the latest news. Out of Japan. The internet is heartbroken. With 3 episodes left in the series and no sign of their return in the coming episodes, Team Rocket has broken up. The latest episode of the Pokemon Aim to be a Pokemon Master anime is here, and it has people talking. Team Rocket is back, and in an amazing blast of nostalgia, so are their old Pokemon from previous regions. Courtesy of Giovanni and Delibird at the start of the episode, we saw the return of classic Pokemon like Seviper, Woobat, Yamask, and the star of the episode, Mime Jr., among others. Meowth, Jessie, and James were overwhelmed with joy to see the return of their old comrades, and I think it's safe to say we all were too. Confident with their little army of Pokemon, the group dubbed themselves Team Rocket's Revengers and set off with a ploy to capture our adorable mascot, Pikachu. The plan was nothing too special. Using Mime Jr. and their army of Pokemon, they planned to isolate Pikachu and, of course, capture him once and for all. That actually went according to plan for the most part. They were at the finish line, and all that was left was to capture Pikachu in a net with the help of Mime Jr. But in typical Team Rocket fashion, this failed. The battle would erupt into chaos, and Latias 2 would join the conflict and, in the end, would send the group blasting off again. Now, this is where things get interesting. After yet another defeat, Jessie, James, and Meowth start to argue amongst themselves. Instead of accepting defeat as a team, the group began to blame each other for their recent failure. It started with Jessie blaming James for being slow with the nets, and then James blaming the other two for poor timing. It only got worse from there as tempers flared. They were really about to fight, and in the end, they didn't, and instead went their separate ways, making it clear that this was the end. As they went their separate ways, they even left all their Pokemon behind. A bit crazy, but I guess having them all return after the argument would ruin some of the tension. We were prepared for trouble, but not this. It looks bad, and based on the preview of the next episode, they won't be around anymore. However, we do have 3 more episodes left before the conclusion of Ash's journey. Things can still be repaired between the group. This isn't the first time they've broken up, so there's a good chance we see things patched up right before it's all said and done. After all, for this to be how we say our goodbyes to them after 25 years would be pretty tragic. Meanwhile, after years of waiting, tragedy has turned into victory as a new Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi game has finally been announced.